Once upon a time, deep in the green and golden jungle, where the trees whispered in the wind and birds sang sweet songs, there lived a mighty lion named Luma. He was a king of the jungle, strong, brave, and a little bit proud. One hot afternoon, after a big lunch and a long walk around his kingdom, Luma found a soft patch of grass under a shady tree. Ah, perfect! He yawned, curling his tail. Time for a royal nap. As Luma snored peacefully, a tiny mouse named Mino was nearby, searching for seeds and berries. Mino was small, curious, and always in a hurry. He darted under leaves, zipped past flowers, and accidentally, ran across Luma's giant paw. Luma's eyes opened with a blink. Then he roared a mighty roar that shook the treetops. WHO dares wake the king. Mino froze in fear. He looked up and up and up into the lion's golden eyes. I'm sorry, Your Majesty. Mino squeaked. I didn't see you there. Please don't eat me. Luma growled low in his throat. Why shouldn't I? You're just a tiny snack. Mino gulped and took a deep breath. Because if you let me go, I promise I'll help you someday. Luma burst out laughing. You help me? That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. But the lion was in a good mood, and the little mouse was so polite and brave. So, with a gentle paw, Luma let Mino go. Run along, little mouse, he said, still chuckling. Just don't wake me up again. Mino zipped away and disappeared into the tall grass. Days passed. The jungle buzzed with life. Monkeys swung from trees, parrots squawked overhead, and the lion roamed proudly until one morning, something terrible happened. Luma stepped into a trap set by hunters. A thick rope net sprang up from the ground and lifted him into the air. He struggled and roared, but the more he moved, the tighter the ropes became. Help! Someone help me! Luma cried. All the animals heard him, but none were brave enough to go near, except for one. Mino the mouse heard the lion's roar from his burrow. His tiny ears perked up. That sounds like Luma, he squeaked. He's in trouble. Without wasting a second, Mino dashed through the grass, dodged roots and rocks, and followed the sound of the lion's cries. When he reached the clearing, he saw the mighty lion tangled high above in the net. Don't worry, Your Majesty, I'm here. Luma looked down in surprise. Mino, what can you do? You're so small. Watch me, said Mino proudly. The little mouse climbed up the net and began nibbling with his sharp teeth. Bit by bit, rope by rope, he chewed and chewed. The net began to loosen. Almost there, Mino huffed. Hang tight. Finally, the last rope snapped and the lion tumbled safely to the ground. You saved me, Luma said in amazement. You really did help me, just like you said. Mino smiled. Even the smallest friend can make a big difference. Luma bowed his great head. Thank you, Mino. From now on, you are my friend and no one in this jungle will ever bother you again. And from that day forward, the lion and the mouse stayed friends. They visited each other often, told stories under the stars, and reminded all the jungle creatures that kindness and courage come in all sizes. The end.